name is Weger. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I have the joy of serving on the board of directors for Reconciling Ministries Network. This Advent season, we are on a journey together for justice. Not in some sort of finite journey towards some ultimate destination, but as a layer in each of our own journeys that are together a part of this collective story of a people called by God to seek justice, to love mercy, to walk humbly. In this third week of Advent, I want to invite us to reflect on Isaiah chapter 35, verses 1 through 10. The wilderness and the dry land shall be great. The desert shall rejoice and blossom. Like the crocus, it shall blossom abundantly and rejoice with joy and singing. The glory of Lebanon shall be given to it, the majesty of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the glory of the Lord, the majesty of our God. Strengthen the weak hands and make firm the feeble knees. Say to those who are fearful heart, be strong, do not fear. Here is your God. God will come with vengeance, with terrible recompense. God will come and save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened and the ears of the deaf unstopped. Then the lame shall leap like deer, the tongue of the speechless sing for joy. For waters shall break forth in the wilderness and streams in the desert. The burning sand shall become a pool, and the thirsty ground springs of water. The haunt of jackals shall become a swamp. The grass shall become reeds and rushes. A highway shall be there, and it shall be called the Holy Way. The unclean shall not travel on it, but it shall be for God's people. No traveler, not even fool, shall go astray. No lion shall be there, nor shall any ravenous beast come upon it. They shall not be found there. But the redeemed shall walk there, and the ransomed of the Lord shall return, and come to Zion with singing. Everlasting joy shall be upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away. Advent 3 is often marked by the theme of joy. And here is Isaiah painting a picture of a broken and dried up world coming back to life, rejoicing. And in this theme, this idea of joy, you may even hear some joy coming from my 4-year-old in the next room. But the funny thing about joy is that it can't be legislated. It can't be imposed. It can't be demanded or commanded. It has to be natural. It has to be an inwardly occurring experience, the outcome of one's lived experience. Both the fulfillment of desires that are exceptional and also ordinary. And sometimes, often, reaching that joy, finding that joy, requires a lot of inner work. But this joy that Isaiah is describing is abundant and relentless. Sight restored, thirst quenched, fears extinguished, joy and gladness as sorrow flees. I don't know about you, but joy can be somewhat hard to access at this point in the journey. For me, from the recent loss of a fellow justice-seeking sibling to the uncertainty of a now years-long pandemic, this world that Isaiah describes, it feels a bit unfamiliar. And we all come to this season of Advent from different places. Where are you this season? This season of waiting for Emmanuel, God with us. Yes, Christ is coming, but also, yes, Christ is here. And the Holy Spirit that dwells within you, that dwells within me, is calling us to do greater works than even these. So we live in this tension of prophecy fulfilled and prophecy yet to be realized. This tension of Christ indwelling and Christ still coming. And in this tension, we get to join together and join Christ in this holy work of co-creating justice and joy. Sometimes our joy is weak or even missing altogether. And that, friends, is why we do this justice-seeking work together. I will do the holy work of holding joy for you when it is needed, and I trust that you will do the holy work of holding joy for me when I need it. Wherever you are in this season, on this journey of justice that I promise you is headed toward hope. You are not alone. You are beloved.